Hello, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what did I secretly want to tell you spread for all of my Scorpios out there. So, let's get after it. Okay. Sun, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, Moon, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Sun, rising Venus, and Jupiter. Show me cards you need to see. Show me cards you need to see. What do they secretly want to tell all of my Scorpios out there? What do they secretly want to tell my Scorpios out there? Card I need. Okay, feels good, feels good. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. Ooh, interesting. All right, so you're potentially dealing with a water sign individual here, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy, or somebody that has the attributes, at least, of a water sign individual here. Also, this individual is very loyal. A very loyal individual, very loyal, very devoted individual here. Wants to be very loyal, very devoted. They're given a lot of time here. They're given a lot of time, a lot of contemplation and reflection on how they see things moving forward. Okay. The external perspective of things, okay? So they've done a lot of contemplating about that. And they've done this with the Ace of Swords energy here, with a very clear sense of outcome, a very clear sense of purpose. So in other words, Ace of Swords is all about mental clarity, things being crystal clear, in other words. No ambiguity, no mental blockage, just a really clear vision of where they see things headed, and that is further really doubled down on with the King of Wands. King of Wands is all about being a visionary, seeing how things are going to progress in the future. Okay, so thinking about the macro, not the micro, where things are going to be a year from now, 2 years from now. So, in other words, this person is given a great deal of thought to how they need to moving forward. To plan, or to really plan having a serious relationship with you. I do feel as though you know who this person is directly. As a matter of fact, there may have been some, more than casual flirtation. And there's more than a slight interest in this person. I feel as though you are interested in this person somewhat, okay? And they're definitely someone interested in you. Now, like I said, it could possibly be a water sign individual here, or this person could have the attributes of a water sign individual, okay? Because certain earth signs or fire signs, certain aspects, maybe mirror, but most likely it's a water sign individual. Just want to be clear about that, all right? And you do know who this person is. You have interacted with them. You do interact with them. As a matter of fact, here with the Three of Cups, you've socialized with this person quite a bit. There's quite a bit of socializing that you have done with this person. Quite possibly out in a lounge somewhere, or where you guys may have similar friends in common. So there's a bit of socialization that's happened, and that's how you'll find out who this individual is. Also, there's a lot of passion, a lot of spiritual strength. This person has a lot of faith that, hey, listen, if this person feels the same way about me as I do about them, we're off to the races here. And finally, here we have the Sixth of Wands, representing a situation in which this person wants to have a recognized victory here. What does a recognized victory look like? A recognized victory, this particular situation, would look like holding hands in public, meeting your other friends, your more personal friends in your internal circle, meeting your family, having you meet their family, their friends. So, in other words, they're looking to establish not only a very solid, robust relationship, but they also want to take it to the next level and also kind of lay the groundwork for something more serious, possibly engagement, possibly marriage sometime in the future. So that's where we are with that. So with that being the case, let us see what are the potential blockages we could be potentially looking at here. What are the potential blockages to this situation? What are the potential blockages you could be looking at here? What are the potential blockages that you could be looking at here? Show me cards that you see. Show me cards that I need. Just see. There you go. Okay, 2 came out here. We'll definitely take those. Okay, potential blockages. So, all right. First up, we got the Hierophant. Hierophant means long-term relationship, a possible marriage in the future. I feel as if, got to go back to the question, what are the potential blockages here? I feel as though they may be ready to, have a long-term committed relationship, possible marriage in the future. You not so much. Maybe the long-term relationship thing you're willing to entertain, but marriage is something that's that's something that hasn't really been on the radar seriously. Really considered seriously. It may have, you may have given it once or twice thought about it in a casual way, but you haven't really, but other than that, you haven't really given a lot of thought to it. Also, we got the High Priestess energy. Our High Priestess energy representing, use your intuition here. Your intuition is telling you, this is a little bit too good to be true. This is a little bit too good to be true, and that's what I'm really feeling here, because we also got the Moon card here, right next to this, right next to the intuition card here, the Moon card, representing some type of deception, potential hidden peril, and your intuition is telling you, your instincts is telling you, there's something not quite right about this. Something not quite right about this whole situation here. Now, you're also looking to have that burden removed. 10 of Wands. You're looking to have those doubts, that burden removed, taken off your chest, so to speak. Because you want to be happy. You want to be happy. You want to be with the Sun card. You want to be happy. You want to have material abundance, happiness, potentially with this individual here. And also you yourself with the King of Wands, looking down the road here at the from a macro perspective. You're like, hey, you want to be able to trust that, hey, things are gonna work out down the road here. We're going to be a year from now, 2 years from now. But and I'm going to make a comment after this. I'll make a comment now about it. The thing here is, and I really feel like this is one of those situations. Sometimes when something good comes into our life, especially if we've been crapped on for a very large extended part of our lives, when something good comes, it's hard to recognize it, because we're naturally suspicious. Like, what's your angle? What's the deal here? What do you want? What are you really after? That's what we instinctively do, because we become very pessimistic, because let's face it, we live in a very pessimistic world. There's not a whole lot to be excited about, especially with all of the political upheaval and the pandemic and stuff like that. And so this may be one of them situations where you have something really fantastic and magnificent in front of you, but you're thinking that, you know what? What's going on here? The other aspect of that is there may be a part of you that's like, I really don't deserve this, and what did I do to be so lucky, and you're being sarcastic with yourself, but you're kind of not. And so what we need to do is really start accepting God's blessings. They come so far, few in between, and I'm just keeping it realistic from my perspective. So when something good does come into your life, nurture it, hold on to it, because you never know when it may come back around again. All right. Finally, here we have the Temperance card, which means you're looking for an equal give and take here. You don't feel like there's an equal give and take with the situation, again, because you're looking at what's the angle, what's going on here. So, with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information the Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Show me the cards. 8, 2, 6. There you go. So, specialization. Representing, hey, listen, bring it back to self. Bring it down to earth. And just focus on you. Focus on, you really meditate about the situation, balance yourself, temper yourself, and really get a real feel about what's going on. Other words, just kind of stand still and really kind of ground yourself and really, really ask yourself, hey, listen, am I being too pessimistic here? Also, surface. Okay? Again, there are, with this particular card here, represents people wearing two faces. One is the face they reveal to you, because they are their nefarious intents, which is pretty much what your thinking is on this situation. And then there's the way. Then there's also the example of somebody wearing a false face because they're not really confident in themselves, and the hope is once you find out, more about them, that you'll just say, hey, listen, I like you or love you for you, that type of thing. I will submit to you that this is neither of these situations. There's nothing nefarious and there's nothing two-faced about this individual. What you see is what you get. No one's put it on a false facade here. Okay? So accept this blessing and move forward. Also, question, influence. What exactly is influencing your skepticism? Where is this coming from? Really examine those feelings. Trace it back. Okay? And I'm sure that you'll find that comes from a place that's deep inside of you that pretty much doesn't feel like they deserve happiness. All right? So just, or it could be something else entirely. Just really try to trace those feelings. Like, what exactly is influencing you? Has it been your bad experience with people in general? Just trying to zero in on that. All right? Figure that out. So, with that being said, I'm going to shut this thing down now. This is general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone, okay? But if it does resonate with you and you like what you hear, I will leave a link down in the description box to get a personal reading. Now, if this doesn't resonate with you, that's fine too. Just take just parts of this reading that do and dismiss the rest. Also, if you haven't already, please, Jesus, sorry about that. Please share and please subscribe. It really helps the channel, but it also really helps the algorithm get my very unique style of tarot out there. The people that may like this style of tarot without me fumbling on my words. Sorry about that. So, my name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Or the day after. All right. Bye-bye.